Hello and welcome to Untwisted Threads. This is Berroco Pima Soft. This 100% Pima cotton yarn features 33 colors. The colorway that we chose is 4645 Mint. This 50-gram skein with 113 meters or 124 yards works up as a DK weight yarn. The suggested gauge on a US 5 to 6 or 3 3/4 to 4 millimeter needles is 21 to 22 stitches and 28 to 29 rows per 4 inches or 10 centimeters. For our swatch, I will be using a 4.5 millimeter needle size. In today's video, we're going to review and score Berroco Pima Soft using our 5 categories, which are availability, softness, traction, durability, and cost, to help you decide if this is the best yarn for you and your next project. Stay tuned until the end for a few pattern recommendations as well. Would you like to see how all of our yarns compare to one another or enter to win our monthly giveaway? Join our free newsletter linked in the description box below. Let's get started. For availability, we give Berroco Pima Soft a score of 4.5 out of 5. Berroco originates here in the US, so it's no surprise that it's easy to get your hands on this yarn. But it seems to have even more popularity than that, as not only is it available at a ton of local yarn shops like Paradise Fibers and Wool & Company, but yarn.com and Lovecrafts too. Maybe that's because of how soft this yarn is. For softness, we give it a score of 4.7 out of 5. All of our team agrees here when we say that this yarn does not feel like cotton because of how beautifully soft it is. We were genuinely impressed with this one. So that means that for my sensitive skin, I also experienced no irritation with this yarn, which is always appreciated. It almost felt more like a wool than cotton in the sense that it is bouncy, soft, and even felt a little silky in some way. It is beyond what I could have imagined one of the softest cotton yarns in the world to feel like. For comparison, it is softer than West Yorkshire Spinner's Element and not quite as soft as Drop Sky. I'd say it's pretty comparable to K&C Essential Cotton, making this one of 2 of the softest cotton yarns we have gotten to work with so far. Because it feels practically as soft as merino yarn, their micron count or softness scale rating is typically between a 15 and 25, and I would absolutely put this one at an 18, or softer than most of the merinos that we have reviewed to date on our channel. Absolutely, with my sensitive skin, I could work with this yarn day in and day out. Cotton yarn is one of the most popular choices for summer garments because it is breathable and cool. It is also very absorbent and gets rid of moisture well. Now, unlike wools, cotton is inelastic, so it doesn't allow for any stretch at all. So I suggest choosing a pattern that recommends cotton yarn specifically. And can we just mention how beautiful the sage green colorway is? For traction, we give it a score of 4.5 out of 5. Yes, yes, and yes. This yarn had the perfect amount of traction for my preference. It held onto my needles just enough that it wasn't slipping or sliding all over the place. And because it is so soft, I could happily work with it for hours and not have any irritation with my sensitive skin. And even though it seems to be looser spun than other cotton yarns, I didn't experience any splitting, which is another positive check in our book. For durability, we give it a score of 4 out of 5. This is a 2-ply yarn, which typically aren't as strong as your more common 4-ply or chain net spun yarns. However, Pima cotton is considered to be one of the most durable types of cotton and even 30% stronger than regular cotton. It is also resistant to common issues like wrinkles, fraying, and tearing. When we put our swatch to the durability test, rubbing fabric to fabric made it pill, which is common for soft yarns, and even more pilling occurred when feeling the swatch by hand. For washing, it is recommended to hand wash in cold water and lay flat to dry. For cost, we give it a score of 3.4 out of 5. For being a 50-gram skein, you can expect to pay $7.50 US per skein. That breaks down to about 6 cents per yard, meaning a size medium sweater would cost approximately $75. So we would say it's on the higher end of a mid-cost yarn. Overall, we give Berroco Pima Cotton a score of 4.22 out of 5. This is a yarn we would run to work with again if given the opportunity. It was such a pleasure to work with, and the softness is just unbelievable. It would make such a soft and cozy sweater and would still keep you cool because it is, of course, 100% cotton. And if you still think it's on the pricier side, Lovecrafts and Webs both do sales quite often, so you could always keep your eye out for those as well. So we had a little look on Ravelry and wanted to share a few pattern recommendations with you, hopefully to inspire you if you're wanting to use this yarn for a project of your own. The first pattern is Chaton by Emilie Lewis. It comes in 9 sizes with finished bust measurements ranging from 35 3/4 to 64 inches. The body is knit seamlessly in one piece up to the armholes. Then the front and back are knitted separately and connected with a shoulder bind off. The sleeves are picked up and knitted in the round before the neckline is picked up and knitted too. This feminine sweater features a small lace flower detail, balloon sleeves, and long cuffs of twisted rib. The next pattern is the Poppy Tee by Jo Cottle. It comes in 10 sizes with finished bust measurements ranging from 36 3/4 to 64 3/4 inches and recommends 2 to 4 inches of positive ease. It was designed and knitted with this yarn on a US 6 or 4mm needle size. It is a round yoke tee featuring a lace design on the yoke. It is knitted in the round from top down before splitting for the sleeves. The body is continued in the round and is finished with ribbing. Each sleeve is then put back onto your needles and knitted individually in the round, also being finished off with ribbing at the bottom. The last pattern is the Spring Breeze sweater by Alexandra Tavel of Two of Wands. This free pattern comes in 8 sizes with finished bust measurements ranging from 42 to 66 inches and recommends 12 to 14 inches of positive ease. It is an oversized, squishy sweater knitted in an all-over garter stitch pattern. The front and back panels, as well as the sleeves, are all knitted flat separately before being seamed together. Stitches for the neckline is then picked up and knitted in the round. The back panel also includes short row shaping to give the sweater a high-low effect, perfect for tucking in the front of the sweater into a pair of jeans. Have you used Berroco Pima Soft yarn before? What yarn would you like for us to do a review on next? We would love to hear your thoughts and recommendations in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's review, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.